Welcome to this video on profit and loss. And in this video, we will look at questions which are based on buying different varieties of articles at different prices and selling them as one whole. What it implies is, many a times what merchants do or what traders will do. Suppose a trader is trading in, let's say, mangoes. तो क्या करेगा वो कि वो दो अलग अलग टाइप के मैंगोज खरीद सकता है. लेट्स से एक मैंगो ऐसा है जिसकी प्राइस 400 रुपीज़ पर डजन है एंड अनदर वेराइटी ऑफ मैंगोज हुज प्राइस इज लेट्स से 1000 रुपीज़ पर डजन. और इन दोनों को मिक्स करके वो एक कॉमन कंसाइनमेंट बनाता है और इसको किसी प्राइस पे बेच के प्रॉफिट या लॉस उसको होता है. सो these are the kind of questions that we will deal with in this particular video. Now let us jump right into the question. A man buys some mangoes at rupees 100 per dozen and an equal number of another variety of mangoes at 600 per dozen. He sells his entire lot at 500 per dozen. What is his percentage profit? Now you need to understand that you have to buy equal number of both kinds of mangoes. सबसे पहली चीज़ ये समझ में आना चाहिए, मतलब अगर इसका 1 डजन लिया है तो सेकेंड वाले टाइप का भी 1 डजन ही लेना चाहिए. And when you buy equal quantities of both, it implies that you have 2 dozen mangoes in all finally. So आपका जो कलेक्शन आएगा, आपका जो सेल होगा, आपका जो रेवेन्यू होगा वो 2 डजन का होगा, ऑल्दो प्राइस आपको 500 रुपये पर डजन दी हुई है. So again, the solution to the question is very simple. We calculate the total cost, and because quantity is not mentioned, we assume 1 dozen of both the types. So 1 dozen of this type and 1 dozen of this type. So the total cost of 1 dozen for the first variety is 100 rupee. Cost of 1 dozen for the second variety is 600 rupees. So total cost is 700 rupees, but remember the quantity we have now is not 1 dozen but 2 dozens. When we are selling, we will have 2 dozens. So what is the total sale or total revenue? 2 into 500, that is rupees 1000. So the selling price is 500 per dozen, so we sell 2 dozens as we have bought 2 dozens. So now the percentage profit will be calculated as 1000 minus 700 upon 700 into 100, which is equal to 300 by 7% or 42 integers 6 by 7%. Next question. A man buys an equal number of 2 varieties of the same item. फिर से वैसे ही question है. You are buying 2 types, but you are buying equal number of the 2 types. The first one he buys at 7 for rupees 8 and the other one he buys at 8 for rupees 7. He mixes both the varieties and sells at a cost of 8 for rupees 9. Now the first mistake that many students make is in identifying the cost price and the selling price. See, the first one he buys at 7 for rupees 8. That means the cost price of the first variety is 8 by 7 rupees upon number of units. Similarly, the cost price of second is rupees 7 upon 8 rupees upon number. ऐसे में हमेशा याद रखो कि रुपीज न्यूमरेटर में और नंबर ऑफ यूनिट्स डिनोमिनेटर में. So the total cost, again we are not told how many of each type he buys, but the only thing known to us is he is buying an equal number. So we assume that he buys 1 unit of the first type and 1 unit of the second type. So his total cost is 8 by 7 plus 7 by 8. That is equal to 64 plus 49. You take the LCM. and divided by 56, and which is equal to 113 by 56. This is your total cost. What about the selling price? He sells 8 for 9 rupees. So rupees upon number once again. 9 upon 8 is his selling price of one item. But remember, he has two items. So his overall sale is 9 by 8 multiplied by 2, that is 18 by 8. And try doing all of this orally. You can easily do this orally. These are just in intermediate steps. You should be able to write down the total cost as 113 by 56 if you want to solve this question fast. And similarly, you should be able to write down the total sale as 118 by 18 by 8. Now remember, percentage profit, we have done this before, is selling price upon cost price minus 1 into 100. So just do selling price upon cost price. So 18 upon 8 in the numerator upon 113 by 56 in the denominator minus 1 into 100. So on simplifying this, we get 18 into 56 upon 113 into 8 minus 1 into 100, that is the percentage profit, or the percentage profit is 126 upon 113 minus 1 into 100, or the percentage profit on taking the LCM as 113, we get as 13 upon 113 into 100, which is around 11.50% approximately. So I hope you've understood how to solve these varieties of questions. Thank you.